now with the lead. Boston Seahorn, the third baseman, leads it off. He jumped on the first pitch he saw from Conrad and flew out to center field his first time up. He's now 0 for 3 in the doubleheader, but he has scored 3 runs thanks to reaching base on an error, being walked, and being hit by a pitch. As long as you don't put him on with a freebie, he won't score. Takes a slider up high for ball 1. Seahorn's from Big Sandy, Texas. A freshman. Crowds the plate from the right side. Breaking ball still above the shoulders. 2 balls and no strikes. Now the wind has died down enough that the flags are hanging fairly close to the poles in left field. 2-0 pitch. On the inside corner at the knees for strike 1. Line drive into center field. Owen Smith will have to field it on a bounce. Leadoff single for Boston Seahorn. So a lot of the success for the Eagles in the first game, getting that leadoff batter on in most every inning. Seahorn collects his team-leading 44th hit of the year. That brings Luke Regas to the plate as the tying run. He flew out to right field his first time up on an outstanding play by Marcus Smith, chasing it down in foul territory and sliding under it for the catch. Slider misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes on Regas. Say his home is Waxahachie, but he played at Ennis High School. It's 2 for 4 in our first game. As he hitting 400 on the year. A swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. These two teams will play each other again on Saturday in Mount Pleasant. A doubleheader there. So they try to get work in while they both are off from their conference action. The runner is off with the pitch. The throw down is not going to be in time. It's a stolen base for Seahorn. His 10th and 11 tries. Now in scoring position for Regas with a count of 2 balls and a strike. Breaking balls in for a strike. 2-2. This McLennan program has been highly successful over the years. Pitch is fouled off the catcher, A.J. Goitia. Highlander program has won 25 conference championships, 15 regional championships, made 9 appearances at the Junior College World Series and won it twice. The first one in 1983, second one in 2021. They went to the JUCO World Series a year ago. Breaking ball misses outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Come on, Jonah.
Fouls it off. If memory serves me correct, Northeast Texas won a Junior College World Series several years ago. Outside, ball 4. First 2 have reached here in the third. Ty Harrington was the head coach at Northeast Texas when they won that World Series. He then went to Texas State, where he coached for the rest of his coaching career, retired a couple of years ago from the Bobcats program. Former Wacoan, grew up here in Waco, played at Midway High School his high school career. Been around this game too long. I know I know that kind of stuff off the top of my head because I was there. Here's Aiden Terry. He singled his first time. Pitch is fouled off. So he turned around to bunt. Terry now 1 for 3 in the day's doubleheader, has his season average at 322.
Watch for it again.
He has sacrificed once today and 4 times on the year. Looking to move the runners up. Bunts it off a home plate foul. See if Andy Morgan wants him to try it with 2 strikes.
I feel like he's going to do it again, Brad.
Swinging away, lines it foul, third base side. Glad McLeod was not charging on that one.
Right here, Jonah.
Terry's collected 39 hits on the year now. Hits this one on the ground to the second baseman. Double play ball to the shortstop, to the first baseman. They got the twin killing. 4-6-3. Retires Regas off the base paths. It does send Seahorn over to third base. But there are 2 outs now. Here's Luke Noenek, freshman out of the Metroplex. Walked his first time up. Takes a strike. Looking to add to his 21 RBIs with the runner at third and 2 outs. Conrad trying to put him in the book. Good breaking ball, misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Conrad gets the pitch from the dugout. Has 5 seconds left on the pitch clock as he goes into his windup and misses low. Also in conference competition, Vernon leads Ranger 8-4 in the bottom of the 6th in the second game of the doubleheader. After Ranger won the first game 11-7. Breaking ball, that's a strike. 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner at second base. Temple trying to come back in the nightcap against Cisco. 5-4 the score in the bottom of the 5th with Temple on top after Cisco won the first game 4-2. And Grayson about to run rule North Central twice. The 2-2 pitch. Back up the middle. It's off the foot of Conrad, picked up by the shortstop to throw to first base, not in time. It's an infield single, an RBI. That makes it a 2-1 ball game. I make that a 3-1 ball game. Conrad at least slowed it down. It caught off his heel on the way up the middle. But that slowed it down such that the shortstop Johnson unable to make the play at first base. 22nd RBI of the year for Noenek. Ball gets by Goitia. That's going to allow Noenek to move down to second base. Breaking ball for a strike. Inside third, right at the hands. Pretty pitch from Conrad there. Duff singled his first time up, but left stranded at first base. Now 3 for 4 in today's doubleheader. Takes a pitch that bounces at the outside part of the plate. 2-1. Duff's 3 for 4 today has brought his average up from 308 to 322. Conrad checks second. 2-1 breaking balls popped up. First base side. McLean Helton under it. Backs up a couple of steps and makes the catch for the third out to retire the side. But the Eagles get on the scoreboard. They get a run on 2 hits. No Highlander errors and 1 runner left on base. At the bottom of the third with a new score. It's McLennan 3 and Northeast Texas 1.
I've looked back at MCC with all these kids coming out here, these men and women starting their lives out here, starting their dreams and their visions of what they want to do for their family. It's the foundation for our community.
The plan is to go win.
Yes, sir.
Our girls set a goal that they wanted to win a national championship. They wanted to win a conference championship. That's been on the table from day one. And now we put ourselves in a position to do that.
Pitch hit in the air and deep to left field. Going back is Rayvon Morgan at the wall. He leaps and he makes the catch for the third out.
On the line, too much to give in. If you think it's over, then let's start it again. The planets alive, the stars burn bright, the sun goes down, we keep going all night. Don't back down, the moment is now. Don't miss out, we're never turning around. That is your
Going back into it, it'll go all the way to the wall. 1 run is scored. Rounding to the third, coming home to score is Aiden Cooney.
catch me if you can. We're renegades.
It's this one here, in right field. It is treetop call and over the wall.
We're renegades. We're renegades. We're renegades. Listen up, listen up.
Hits the first pitch down the right field side. That's going to be it. Touching third and coming home is the winning run, Carson Croca. Give a RBI double to Blake Hansen. And the Highlanders walk it off and win by a score of 10-9.
We're renegades.
Hope he's okay. While we wait for that, we'll tell you that Weatherford has a 4-2 lead on Hill in the second game of the doubleheader. They're in the top half of the 8th inning. Weatherford trying to sweep the road series after winning the first game 9-2. Vernon is trying to split with Ranger at home after losing 11-7 in the first game. They lead 8-4 in the bottom of the 6th of the second game. Grayson has completed 2-run rule victories over North Central at home, 10-0 in the first game, 28-5 in the nightcap in 5 innings. Cisco has just added some runs in the bottom half of the 6th to take the lead away from Temple. They're up 7-5 in the top of the 7th. Cisco trying to sweep it home against Temple. And that's pretty much what is going on around the conference. Umpire delay here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Yeah, Northeast Texas won the first game of the day's doubleheader by a score of 9-4 over the Highlanders. Scored the last 6 runs of the game. has McLennan at 24-12 on the year. The Eagles at 22-17 now on the season. We're waiting for our home plate umpire, who apparently had an issue between innings. I hope he's okay. Mickey, a member of the Waco chapter of Texas Association of Sports Officials. Sherman Johnson will lead it off for McLennan here in the bottom half of the third. There's Mickey. Clark Scallion back on the mound for his third inning of work. He's thrown 41 pitches through the first 2 innings. Johnson flew out to right field his first time up. Takes the first pitch below the knees for ball 1. Now 2 for 5 in today's doubleheader. He's brought his season average up 5 points to 278. Hits this one on the ground through the 6-hole into left field. And he'll stop at first with a single. Now here's second baseman Spencer Butt. He grounded out to first base his first time up. Hit number 5 of the game for the Highlanders. Throw to first base, going to keep Harden close. Excuse me, Johnson close. Does have 11 stolen bases on the season. Takes a pitch in the heart of the plate at the belt for a strike. Spencer looking for his first hit of today's doubleheader. He's 0 for 4. Fouls it into the screen behind home plate. No balls, 2 strikes. Missed a few games during the early part of the schedule due to a leg injury, but he's pretty much finally gotten well enough to be an everyday starter. Takes a pitch above the shoulders for a ball. .304 batting average will make you an everyday starter. Another throw to first base to remind Johnson, we know you're there. 1-2 pitch, bounces in. Now we had a balk call. Pitcher blew through the stop sign. Johnson moves down on the balk. So now he's in scoring position for Spencer. Trying to pick up his 22nd RBI of the season. 1-2 pitch. Right back to the pitcher. Pitcher bobbles it, still throws to first base and gets the out. He thought he was going to be able to get Johnson at third base, but he took his eye off the ball and bobbled it. Still recovered, though, to get the 1-3 put out on Butt. Johnson moves the runner over to third base. He's there with 1 out. Now here's Marcus Smith. Grounded out to third base his first time up. Came in with the top average on the team at 365. Hits the first pitch he sees into right field and deep. Going back is the right fielder. Makes the catch running away from home plate. Tagging and scoring easily from third base is Sherman Johnson, and the Highlanders are up 4-1 on the sacrifice fly off the bat of Marcus Smith. Picks up his 38th RBI of the year. 2 out, nobody on. Here's Daniel Harden. First pitch, strike 1. Harden doubled and scored his first time up. He's now scored 44 runs on the year. He's the team leader in runs scored. A swing and a miss for strike 2. Pop foul. Went after pitch around the letters just to protect the zone. Double earlier in the game was his 10th of the year. He's got a triple and 9 home runs. 20 extra base hits out of 45 hits on the year. 0-2. Taken for strike 3 on the inside corner at the knees. That's the first strikeout for Clark Scallion. It ends the Highlander 3rd inning, but they do come up with a run. They do it on 1 base hit. No Eagle errors, nobody left on base. After 3 complete, our score is McLennan 4 and Northeast Texas 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Rappers really don't want beef with me. Trust me, I can beat you easily. Suckers get DDT'd. I've been swinging for the fences since I was in Little League. I make they nut like a guillotine. Ooh, Langston Hughes with the verses. Hook something like a ream, no. Baby girl, I ain't got time to chase you. I've been chasing dreams, whoa. I'm going crazy like I'm daylight, yeah. I'm a crossover gang, AI, yeah. We be skipping over all of your verses just like the CD wouldn't play right, yeah. I already know if the beat is bananas, it's only right that I can wait on it, yeah. Going crazy like I'm daylight, yeah. I'm a crossover gang, AI, yeah. We be skipping over all of your verses just like the CD wouldn't, yeah. Going crazy like I'm daylight, yeah. I'm a crossover gang, AI, yeah. We be skipping over all of your verses just like the CD wouldn't play right, yeah. Going crazy like I'm daylight, yeah. I'm a crossover gang, AI, yeah.
Jake Ferris gets to start things for the Eagles here in the 4th against Jonah Conrad. His 4th inning of work as the starter. Starts him off with a breaking ball that's out of the zone. Showed bunt, but pulled back. Still don't know if he's bunting. Ground ball. Ranging over is the first baseman. Throws it to Conrad. A little small collision at first base, but Conrad holds on to the ball and gets there in time to record the out 3-1. Ferris now 0 for 2 in the contest. Brings up Josh Staten. Staten from Trinity High School, lives in North Richland Hills up in the Metro Mess. He's a freshman. Getting his 17th appearance of the year, just his 6th start. Fouls off the first pitch. He's collected 9 hits on the year, 4 for extra bases. Hitting .225 on the season. From the right side against the right-hander, Jonah Conrad. Fastball at the knees on the inside third for a strike. Looks into his catcher, Goitia. Delivers his 0-2 pitch, a breaking ball that's swung and missed. Goitia is going to step outside and throw down to Helton to record the out. That is the first strikeout for Conrad in the game. 2 up and 2 down here in the 4th. Now that brings up Paul Zamaripa. Eagles shortstop takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. Still looking for his first hit of today's doubleheader. Popped out to the third baseman his first time up in foul territory. Breaking ball stays inside. 2-0 the count. Fastball is low. Samarita hitting .208 on the year. Batting in the 8th spot, that's the guy you need to challenge. High and inside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk. That's the third walk issued by Conrad. 2-out base runner for the 9-hole hitter, John Kent. Kent grounded out to second base his first time up. Takes a pitch on the inside third at the knees for a strike. Throw to first base is high. Gets by McLennan, but it bounces off the sidewall such that the runner's not going to advance. Little zip on that one over to first base. On the right side of the diamond is the sun field here at McLennan Field, so starts to get late in the afternoon like this. It's a little difficult for first baseman, second baseman, right fielder to maybe pick up the baseball at times. Breaking balls down. Nice job by Goitia to smother it. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the ground to the shortstop, Johnson. He'll pick it up and throw to first base, and that'll end the 4th inning. For the Eagles, they get no runs. There was no hits, no errors, and 1 man was left on base. Head to the bottom of 4 with our score. McLennan 4, Northeast Texas 1.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, CEO of Lighthouse Streaming, and you're watching Centex Sports Network.
You got 8 seconds to prove you're worth the price of admission. And you got Baylor Scott and White Health along for the ride. So square up. You got this.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
I've looked back at MCC with all these kids coming out here, these men and women starting their lives out here, starting their dreams and their visions of what they want to do for their family. It's the foundation for our community.
The plan is to go win.
Yes, sir.
Our girls set a goal that they wanted to win a national championship. They wanted to win a conference championship. That's been on the table from day 1. And now we put ourselves in a position to do that.
Pitch is hit in the air and deep to left field. Going back is Rayvon Morgan at the wall. He leaps and he makes the catch for the 3rd out.
On the line, too much to give in. If you think it's over, then let's start it again. The planet's alive, the stars burn bright, the sun goes down, we keep going all night. Don't back down, the moment is now. Don't miss out, we're never turning around. That is your
Field center fielder going back, can't get to it. It'll go all the way to the wall. One run is scored. Rounding the third, coming home to score is Aiden Cooney.
catch me if you can. We're together.
We saw him in the first game as a position player, but now on the mound, his 5th outing. No wins, no losses, and a save. He's thrown 7 innings, allowing 9 runs that are earned on 11 hits. Walked 5 and struck out 6. Opponents hitting .407 off of Gonzalez, and he's got an 11.57 earned run average. A.J. Goitia, the first batter to face Gonzalez. He takes a fastball on the inside, third above the knees for a strike. Goitia singled and scored his first time up. Run was the 31st time he's touched the pay station this year. Checks his swing on a pitch down low and checked it in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now 3 for 5 against Eagle pitching. Takes a pitch outside. He's raised his average up to .341 on the year. Takes a strike just above the belt. Hits the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Highlanders with a 4-1 lead batting in the 4th. Past the third baseman into left field. It's another hit for A.J. Goitia, 2 for 2 in this one. Another multi-hit game for Goitia. He's at first base for McLean Helton. Helton, a sacrifice fly his first time up. Brought home his 17th run of the year. Takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. McLean out of Houston, Cy Woods High School, 6'2", 185-pound freshman. Used the bat to find a starting spot in the lineup. Takes a pitch off the thigh. Gonzalez has come in to give up a single and a hit batter. 2 on and nobody out. Dayton LaChance at the plate. 8th time that Helton's been hit by a pitch this year. Dayton doubled home and run his last trip. Just 1 for 5 though in today's doubleheader. He's dropped his batting average 6 points from 357 to 351. Lays off a pitch at the shoulders for ball 1. Sophomore out of Sherbrooke, Quebec in Canada. Going to play for Tyler Johnson's dad, Skip Johnson, at Oklahoma next year. 6'4", 240 sophomore. Off speed and hit a ton to left field. Left fielder going back. It's treetop tall and over the wall. A 3-run home run for Dayton LaChance. Home run number 10 on the year. RBIs 54, 55, and 56. He's got 4 RBI in this game. And has now scored his 37th run of the year. Now here's Cage McLeod. He homered his last time up. Highlanders came into today's play with the 4th most home runs in Division I junior college baseball. This one's hit well toward the gap in left center field, but the center fielder will be able to run under it. Ferris squeezes it for out number 1. Now here's center fielder Owen Smith. He's had a day at the plate of atom balls. 3 flyouts and a ground out. Fouls off the first pitch. Hit .312 a year ago for the Highlanders. Appeared in 38 games, 30 starts last year. Takes strike 2 on the outside third. Right at the bottom of the zone. Owen not necessarily agreeing with the call, but now has to protect. Chokes up just a little bit. That one bounces off the plate, and a nice try by Regas, the catcher, to block it, but it goes to the backstop. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. First strikeout for Gonzalez, second strikeout for Eagles pitching. 2 outs now. Back to the top of the order, and Sherman Johnson. Johnson singled and scored in the third. Flew out to right in the first. Cues off the first pitch for strike 1. Now 3 for 6 in today's twin bill with a couple of runs scored and an RBI. It's brought his average up 11 points to 284. Out in front of a changeup. 0-2. Two teams will be in Mount Pleasant on Saturday to play a pair. Fastball's just off the plate. Nice spot from Gonzalez there. Again, he's in relief of the starter, Clark Scallion. He went the first 3 innings, giving up 4 runs earned on 5 hits. Strikeout of Johnson ends the inning, but the Highlanders strike for 3 runs. Thanks to the 3-run home run by Dayton LaChance. 3 runs on just 2 hits. No errors. Nobody left on base. After 4, our score is McLennan 7 and Northeast Texas 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Rappers really don't want beef with me. Trust me, I can beat you easily. Circuits get DDT'd. I've been swinging for the fences since I was in Little League. I'm at their neck like a guillotine. Woo, Langston Hughes with the verses. Hook something like a ring, no. Baby girl, I ain't got time to chase you. I've been chasing dreams, whoa. I'm going crazy like I'm daylight, yeah. I'm a crossover gang, AI, yeah. We be skipping over all of your verses just like the CD wouldn't play right, yeah. I already know if the beat is bananas, it's only right that I go ape on it, yeah. Going crazy like I'm daylight, yeah. I'm a crossover gang, AI, yeah. We be skipping over all of your versions just like the CD wouldn't, ay, yeah. Going crazy like I'm daylight, yeah. I'm a crossover gang, AI, yeah. We be skipping over all of your versions just like the CD wouldn't play right, yeah. Going crazy like I'm daylight, yeah. I'm a crossover gang, AI, yeah.
Top of the order, Boston Seahorn leads it off for the Eagles here in the 5th. Conrad starts him off with a breaking ball upstairs for ball 1. Seahorn 1 for 2 with a run scored to fly out to center field in a single. Pitch misses way outside. 2 balls and no strikes. In the top of the ninth in Hillsboro. Weatherford leading Hill 9-3, trying to sweep that road doubleheader after winning the first game 9-2. Ranger and Vernon are knotted at 9 apiece, batting in the bottom of the sixth of their second game. That pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. Ranger won the first game 11-7. Cisco trying to sweep it home over Temple. They're in the top of the seventh inning. Cisco leading 7-5 in the second game after winning the first game 4-2. 3 balls and 1 strike to count on Seahorn. And Grayson has run ruled North Central twice, 10-0 and 28-5 at home. 3-1 pitch. Down low, ball 4. Leadoff walk to Seahorn. In our first game, Seahorn was on base 3 times on freebies, an error, a walk, and a hit batter, and scored all 3 times. In this one, he had a single in the third inning to score, but now he leads off the 5th with a freebie. 4th walk given up by Jonah Conrad. Here's Luke Regas, the catcher. Takes a breaking ball out for ball 1. That'll bring a visit to the mound from the pitching coach, Peter Stark. Wants to see what Jonah Conrad has in the tank. He's thrown over 60 pitches as he goes into his 5th inning of work. Again, this is, I think, just his 2nd start of the year. Let me go back and check that. No, actually, it's his 1st start of the year, according to their statistics, turned into the National Junior College office. Quick pep talk. Headed back to the dugout. Imagine part of that conversation was, hey, you got a 6-run lead, throw strikes, let your defense do some work. You don't have to do it all to yourself. Regas flew out to right field in the first, walked in the third, but was erased in a double play ball. Throw to first base to keep Seahorn close to the bag. He has stolen 10 bases in 11 tries this year. In for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's hitting well to the gap in left center field. Both the center fielder and left fielder look up, and it's gone. Luke Regas with the 2-run homer. His 3rd home run of the year. RBI 17 and 18 on the season. Makes it 7-3, still in favor of McLennan. Sometime you're the windshield, sometime you're the bug. Now here's Aiden Terry. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the game with a single and a double play ground out to second base. It's only hitting today's doubleheader. Pops this one up. Foul territory left side. Everybody giving chase. Nobody can come up with it. I apologize. Apparently someone caught that ball. I didn't see any indication from the umpires that that was caught. Well, Terry flies out. We'll see to left field. Daniel Harden chased that one down. We got another visit to the mound, and that's going to be it for Jonah Conrad. 2nd visit in the inning. It's going to go 4 1/3 in the start. Gives up 3 runs earned on 5 hits, walked 4 and struck out 1. And they go to the bullpen for John Carmichael. Carmichael, a 6 foot, 205 pound sophomore from Destrehan, Louisiana. This is a guy that they rely on to just get outs. It's going to be his 14th appearance of the year. That is the most by any Highlander pitcher. He's got a win and a loss and no saves. 14 innings pitched, giving up 9 runs, only 4 of those earned on 15 hits. He's walked 4 and struck out 12. Opponents hitting .250 over on John Carmichael, who has a 2.57 earned run average. Be his 37th appearance in his career. Faces the 4-hole hitter, Luke Noanek. Takes the first pitch slider for strike 1. Luke's been a tough out today. Takes a pitch for a strike. 3 for 4 in today's doubleheader. Walked in the first, RBI single in the third in this one. He's got 3 RBIs against the Highlander pitching staff. 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses low and away. He's brought his average up 18 points on the day from 319 to 337. Carmichael's 1-2 offering is fouled off. 7-3 our score as we play in the top of the 5th. So the game's scheduled to go 9 innings. Played regulation 7 in our first game. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Fouled off. Stays alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on. 1 out, but 2 have scored on the home run. Off speed. That's fouled off of the catcher as well. A.J. Goitia going to walk around a second. Shake that one off. Fly ball into right field. Going to get down for a base hit. Like I said, he's been a tough out today. 2 for 2 in this one. 1 out and a runner at first base. Here's Braden Duff. He's also been a tough out. He's 3 for 5 against the Highlanders in the doubleheader. But he lost their phone, come tumbling down the stairs. Duff singled in the first, popped out to the first baseman to end the third. 1 for 2 in this contest. No balls and 1 strike on him here. Lined into center. Oh, nice job by Spencer Butt to leap up and catch that one and keep it from being a base knock. He had him played perfectly. And just jumped up at the top of his leap, able to take away a base hit from Braden Duff. So out number 2. Brings up Jake Ferris. Couple of ground outs in this one. Has him 1 for 5 in the doubleheader. Takes a pitch at the letters for ball 1. Ferris started the day at 301. It's now dropped to 297. Ball skips in. Both Ferris and Kent are very small strike zones to try to hit. On the ground to the second baseman, a couple of hops to Spencer Butt. He'll throw it over to Helton for the third out to retire the side. But the Eagles get 2 runs on just 2 base hits. There was no Highlander errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. Head to the bottom of the 5th with the new scores. McLennan 7 and Northeast Texas 3.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, CEO of Lighthouse Streaming, and you're watching Centex Sports Network.
My name is Emily Adams. I'm the marketing director for the Texas Asphalt Pavement Association. We are here at our 3rd annual MAPS conference at the Waco Convention Center in beautiful Waco, Texas. I think the event has exceeded all of our expectations. We had an amazing turnout and great sessions and nothing but positive feedback. So this is our first conference in a convention center, and I'm used to working with hotels where there's like one person to talk to for everything. And so at the last minute, we realized we needed audio and video services. And so I contacted Lighthouse Streaming and Audio, and they were very quick to respond. They were able to, even though it was the last minute, they were able to fit us into their schedule.
Spencer Butt, leadoff batter for the Highlanders here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 0 for 2 with a couple of ground ball outs. One to the first baseman, one to the pitcher. Takes the first pitch strike just above the belt on the outside corner. Pitch is up above the shoulders. 1-1. John Gonzalez back out for a second inning of work in relief of Clark Scallion. Threw 19 pitches in that first inning that he came out there. Pitch is hit out toward left field. Getting over is the left fielder, Staten, to make the catch for the first out. Now here's Marcus Smith. Ground out in the sacrifice fly. The RBI was his 38th of the year. And I think we got a new pitcher on the mound. Numbers are not on the fronts of the jerseys for the Eagles, so it's a little tough to pick up numbers occasionally. But it's not Gonzalez out there. We got a new pitcher. Gonzalez goes an inning. He gave up 3 runs on 2 hits, but picked up 2 strikeouts. Marcus Smith fouls off the pitch. New pitcher is Aiden Leonard, a sophomore from Kaplan, Louisiana. Swing and a miss for Marcus Smith. Out on strikes, 4th strikeout for Eagles pitching. First for the new pitcher, Aiden Leonard. Gonzalez, an inning, 3 runs earned on 2 hits. Walk, nobody struck out 2. Now here's Harden with 2 outs. Takes a pitch down and away for ball 1. Harden 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. He also called out on strikes his last time up. Pitch is inside. Two for 5 in the day's doubleheader. Brought his average up 3 points. Takes a pitch right at the bottom of the zone, at the knees, in the heart of the plate. 2-1 the count. Line drive into right field. It'll fall in for a base hit for Harden. A 2-hit game for Daniel Harden. Highlanders with a 2-out base runner. Passes the bat to the catcher, A.J. Goitia. He's already 2 for 2 in the game with a couple of singles and a couple of runs scored. 4 for 6 in today's doubleheader. Brought his average up 23 points. Swing, the first pitch is a strike. Now hitting .348 on the year. 31 hits include 8 doubles and 6 home runs. The 0-1, off speed, stays upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. There goes the runner. The pitch is fouled off on the hit and run. One-two pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. Pretty pitch from Aiden Leonard to get the called 3rd strike. Ends the Highlander 5th inning. No runs on the hit, no errors, 1 left. After 5, our scores: McLennan 7 and North Central 3. Excuse me, Northeast Texas 3.
My name is Emily Adams. I'm the marketing director for the Texas Asphalt Pavement Association. We are here at our 3rd annual MAPS conference at the Waco Convention Center in beautiful Waco, Texas. think the event has exceeded all of our expectations. We had an amazing turnout and great sessions and nothing but positive feedback. So this is our first conference in a convention center, and I'm used to working with hotels where there's like one person to talk to for everything. And so at the last minute, we realized we needed audio and video services. And so I contacted Lighthouse Streaming and Audio, and they were very quick to respond. They were able to, even though it was the last minute, they were able to fit us into their schedule, and they provided us with technicians and equipment to record our sessions, and we'll be able to provide the people who are speaking at those sessions with great video of themselves.
Got a new pitcher for McLennan as the Eagles come to bat here in the top half of the sixth inning. Taking over on the hill is Mason Cook. He takes over for John Carmichael, who went 2/3 of an inning, gave up no runs on a hit. Walked nobody, struck out nobody. So now Mason Cook on the hill, and he faces the bottom third of the order. Josh Staten 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. Takes the first pitch for strike one. Mason Cook, 6'2", 205-pound freshman from Keller High School in Keller, Texas. The 0-1 is upstairs. Cook making his 8th appearance of the year. He's had 4 starts. He's 2-0 with no saves. 25 and 2/3 innings, allowing 19 runs. 16 are earned on 24 hits. Picked up 25 strikeouts against 12 walks. Popped up on the infield. First baseman and the third baseman, well, it's the third baseman, Cage McLeod, who made the call and could not make the catch. It's off his glove, and it's an infield pop-up that puts Staten on base. First error of the game against the Highlanders, and once again, it's a free base for the Eagles to start off an inning. And parlayed that into 2 runs in the 5th. Trying to catch up, down 7-3 here. Ground ball to the third baseman. McLeod has another opportunity around the horn. Double play try is good. 5-4-3 for the Twin killing. McLeod able to erase his own mistake. And 2 gone. Now here's the 9-hole hitter, Jonathan Kent. There goes. Look, squared the bunt, took a pitch for a strike. Kent 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs, both up the middle of the diamond. One to the second baseman, one to the shortstop. On the ground to the first baseman, Hilton. He'll pick it up, step on the bag, and that will be the inning. No runs, no hits. There was an error, but nobody left on base. Head to the bottom of the 6th. Our score remains McLennan 7, Northeast Texas 3. Eagles' Aiden Leonard returns to the hill for his second inning of work as the third pitcher of the game for Northeast Texas. 16 pitches in that fifth inning to retire the Highlanders on 2 strikeouts, a flyout, and a single. McLean Helton, the first batter to face him here, takes a pitch outside for ball 1. He has not had an official trip to the plate in this one. A sacrifice fly RBI in the second inning, hit by a pitch in the fourth and scored. Hits this one a ton toward the gap in right center field. It is treetop tall and over the wall. A solo home run for McLean Helton. Home run number 4 on the year for Helton and his 18th RBI of the season. Makes it 8-3 in favor of the Highlanders. And now here's Dayton and LaChance, who's 2 for 2 with a double, a home run, and 4 RBI in this contest. Eagles held him hitless in the first game, but having trouble keeping him off the base paths in this one. Now 2 for 6 in the doubleheader. Hits this one just past the mound. A tough play for the shortstop. He gets to it, and his throw to first base is wide, and LaChance will be safe. I think I'll give him an infield single on that one. That was going to be a tough chance for the shortstop, Sam Maripa. Tenth hit of the game for McLennan. Now here's Gage McLeod. He had a solo home run back in the second and flew out to center field in the fourth. Takes a pitch that bounces in. A nice scoop by Regas, the catcher, to keep LaChance at first base. Cloud 2 for 3 in today's doubleheader. Brought his average up to 293. Little number up the first base side. Pitcher off the mound will have to outrace the batter runner to the bag to get the out, as the first baseman, Aiden Terry, was off the bag. So it's 1 unassisted for the out on McLeod, but it moves LaChance to second base. Works the same as a sacrifice bunt, basically, except it counts against your batting average. Now here's Owen Smith, who's 0 for 2. Looking for his first hit today. Flied out to right in the second, struck out in the fourth. Facing Aiden Leonard, the third pitcher of the game, takes a breaking ball that breaks into the zone for strike 1. Fastball, fouls it off at the plate, goes up the third baseline. 0-2. .5'10", 190-pound sophomore out of Klein Oak High School in the Houston area. A .295 career average for the sophomore. 0-2 pitch. This is inside and low. Pretty good pitch on 0-2 to try to get him to get himself out. LaChance at second base. There's 1 out. Line drive. The shortstop will get it on a hop. This is over to first base. A nice scoop by Terry to record the out on Owen Smith. 6-3 for the second out. That's the kind of luck that Owen Smith has had today. Hit it hard. A Fortunately, close enough for the first baseman, our third shortstop, to get to it. Here's Sherman Johnson. He has a single in between a flyout and a strikeout. He's also scored a run. 2 runs scored today, gives him 32 runs scored on the year. Watches the first pitch a bit tall for ball 1. Freshman from Conyers, Georgia, is committed to Arkansas to play for the former Highlander, Dave Van Horn, who's the head coach at Arkansas. Fastball's on the inside third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Highlanders with a solo homer and a single in this one, trying to add 1 more. The runner at second base and 2 outs in the top of the order at the plate. Curveball misses outside. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Northeast in 4th place in Region 14 North. After taking 3 games from Paris this past week. Outside. Fills it up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bossier Parish leads the North, followed by Panola, then Navarro. After Northeast and 4th, it comes Tyler, Paris, and Angelina. Chance gets his lead from second base. 3-2 pitch to Johnson. Off speed and upstairs, ball 4. First walk issued by Aiden Leonard. And if my scorecard is right, that's the first walk issued by Eagle pitching. Puts 2 on with 2 outs. Brings Spencer Butt to the plate. Spencer 0 for 3, put the ball in play all 3 times. Hits this one toward the gap in right field, but the center fielder ranging over. Ferris will squeeze it for the 3rd out to retire the side. McLennan in the 6th gets a run on 2 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner, make that 2 runners left on base. After 6 complete, our score is McLennan 8 and Northeast Texas 3.
My name is Emily Adams. I'm the marketing director for the Texas Asphalt Pavement Association. We are here at our 3rd annual MAPS conference at the Waco Convention Center in beautiful Waco, Texas.
You got 8 seconds to prove you're worth the price of admission. And you got Baylor Scott and White Health along for the ride. So square up. You got this.
MCC has definitely benefited me.
Mason Cook returns for his 2nd inning of work out of the bullpen for McLennan. Jonah Conrad started and went the first 3 and a third. John Carmichael came in for 2/3, and then Mason Cook took over in the 6th. After an error, he got a double play ball on the ground out. Only threw 15 pitches in that 6th inning, so now he faces the top of the order. Boston Seahorn, Luke Regas, and Aiden Terry. Seahorn out of Big Sandy takes the first pitch strike at the belt. He has scored twice in this game and has scored 5 runs in today's doubleheader. Walked and scored his last time up. Now we're going to have an offensive conference between the batter and the head coach. And I think Seahorn is showing some signs of maybe some muscle spasms or something. Trying to get his coach to work it out. Now the Highlander trainer is going to come out and see if they can do something for him. But apparently he's got a muscle that's kind of locked up on him. We'll see if he's able to stay in the game or not. He's the one that initiated the offensive conference with his head coach and at the third base coach's box. We'll see what Andy Morgan decides to do here. The Eagles still have 3 conference series left against Bossier Parish, Angelina, and Navarro. Trying to make their way into the postseason. They need to at least stay in that 4th position that they're in the north part of the region. And with the league leaders, Bossier Parish next on their schedule, on the road, they need to have their players as healthy as possible. And I think Andy Morgan has decided it's time to put somebody else into the game here. Whoever comes in is going to inherit an 0-1 count. So the leadoff batter, Boston Seahorn, leaving due to an injury. After the first pitch here in the top half of the 7th inning. We'll see who the Eagles go to. Not only do they need a batter, but they need a third baseman. Coming out of the dugout is Landon Tucker, a sophomore, redshirt sophomore out of Kaufman. So Tucker getting an opportunity here due to injury. Takes a breaking ball inside, ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tucker now appearing in 11 games. He's had 3 starts. He hits .263 in limited action. He's got 5 hits, 2 are doubles. Picked up 1 RBI. 1-1 pitch. Fouled into the screen behind home plate. 5 strikeouts, 5 walks. Been hit by a pitch once. Trying to make the most of an opportunity here. Having to come in for Boston Seahorn here in the leadoff spot in the top half of the 7th inning. Breaking ball is hit on the line. 1 hop to the second baseman, Spencer Butt. He'll handle it and make a good throw for out number 1. Now here's the catcher, Luke Regas. 2-run homer his last trip. His 3rd round tripper of the day. Gives him 18 RBI on the season now. Makes him 1 for 2 in this contest with a fly out and a walk also on his ledger in this contest. First pitch on the inside corner from Mason Cook for a strike. Regas 3 for 6 against Highlander pitching with 2 extra base hits, a double and a home run. Slider misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right side of the diamond now really becoming the sun field. Fastball strike right at the letters. Got the high strike call there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind once again blowing out toward left field at about 15. Cook ready with his 1-2 offering. It's fouled off. It's over the first base dugout, out of play. Rodriguez is from Waxahachie. He's a sophomore. He's improved his average today by 7 points from 400 to 407. This is the 40th game of the year for the Eagles, 28th game that he's appeared in. 1-2 pitch. All the way to the backstop on the fly. Comes all the way back. It's our umpire, Mickey Cochran, in the shoe. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on with an out. Again, uncorks a fastball high. It's not hitting the right release point. Mechanics are off somewhere. Usually what happens when you leave the ball up like that. Cook taking a little time. See if he can't relocate his fastball at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Lined on a hop to the second baseman, Spencer Buddy. Drops it, picks it up, and gets it to first base in time. That's twice now he's had balls hit to him on a short hop, but able to handle it. Now here's Aiden Terry, the first baseman. Out to left. His single earlier was his only hit of the doubleheader today, so he's 1 for 5 against Highlander pitching. 8-3 our score. Highlanders on top. Fastball's in for a strike. Batter does not like the high strike call. Read the rule book, it's a strike. 0-1, fouls it off, comes over to the first base on deck circle. 0-2. Cook trying to complete his second inning of work. Gets it with the strikeout. 3 up and 3 down go the Eagles in the 7th. We head to the bottom of the inning with our score. McLennan 8 and Northeast Texas 3.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, CEO of Lighthouse Streaming, and you're watching Centex Sports Network.
Got a couple of defensive changes for the Eagles as the Highlanders come to bat in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Taking over at third base for Boston Seahorn is Jaden Benever. And we got a new pitcher on the mound as Cooper Schwank takes over on the hill, a freshman out of Foster High School in Richmond. Give you some numbers on Cooper Schwank here in a minute. Marcus Smith hits the first pitch and grounds out. One pitch, one out here in the 7th. Six to 3 for the first out. Now here's Daniel Harden, 2 for 3 in the game. Takes the first pitch, strike inside corner. Cooper Schwank making his 14th appearance of the year. He's had a start. 3 wins, 1 loss, no saves. Off speed misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 20 and a third innings pitched, has allowed 11 runs, and 10 of those are earned off of 24 hits. He has walked 10 and struck out 16. Next pitch also misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Opponent's hitting .343 off of Schwank, who has a 4.43 earned run average. 4th pitcher of the game for the Eagles. 2-1 offering to Harden, who's popped foul out of play. Daniel with a double and a run scored in the 2nd. Called out on strikes in the 3rd. Singled and left stranded in the 5th. But 3 for 6 in today's doubleheader against the Eagles. 2-2 on the ground toward the 4-hole. It'll sneak into right field for a base hit. It's a 3-hit game for Daniel Harden. And a 1-out base runner here in the bottom half of the 7th. Harden with 9 stolen bases on the year and 9 attempts. Gets his lead from first base. A.J. Goitia with a big swing at the plate, misses for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 with a couple of singles, a couple of runs scored, but struck out his last time up. 4 for 7 against the Eagles in today's doubleheader. Takes a pitch above the letters. 1 ball, 1 strike. Average now sitting at .344 for Goitia. Takes a off pitch, off speed slider for ball 2. Harden with a modest lead from first base. Pitch is taken for a strike. Evens things at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Highlanders with 11 hits in the game now. Slider misses outside. Oh, he called strike 3, pardon me. Goitia out looking. Second time he's been called out in the game. First strikeout for the new pitcher, Cooper Schwank. That is 5 strikeouts now for Eagle pitching. Now here's McLean Helton. Takes the first pitch for a ball. 1 for 1 in this one with 2 runs scored. A solo home run his last time. He hit by a pitch in the 4th and scored. Sacrifice fly in the 2nd. 2 runs and 2 RBIs in this one. He slices this one out into left field for a base knock. That is vintage McLean Helton. So 2 on with 1 out for Dayton LaChance. He has come through in this one 3 for 3 With 4 RBIs and a run scored, he just needs a triple for the cycle. Doubled an RBI in the second, 3-run home run in the fourth, single left stranded in the sixth. It's the first pitch down the third base side, foul. Team's RBI leader with 56. 10 home runs now to lead the team. 54 hits leads the team. Pitch is upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. His home run earlier was his 20th of his career at McLennan and now has 125 career RBI. Fouls this one off to the right side. If it wasn't for that extra year that some players back in 2021 were allowed because of COVID, they might be closing in on some school records for RBIs, games played, things of that nature, but don't think he'll be able to catch Garrett Martin. Pitch is fouled off. Garrett Martin had the good fortune of getting about an extra half year of play. Actually 2.5 years here, and holds a lot of those records for career RBI, career games played, things of that nature. 1-2 pitch, off speed and hit a ton toward left field, but it's his hooking foul. Highlanders with 3 home runs in this one. Again, they came in with the 4th most home runs of any team in Division I of junior college baseball. 1-2 pitch, hit on the ground up the middle. The shortstop gets to it, but drops it, and all hands are going to be safe. I don't know if he'd have gotten it out anywhere. I'm going to give him an infield single. It loads him up. It's going to be a tough play to get any outs. Four for 4 game for LaChance. 13 hits now for the Highlanders. Bases are full for Cage McLeod, who had a solo home run back in the second. Flew out to center field in the fourth and grounded out to the pitcher in the fifth. Takes a pitch for ball 1. Actually, that was the 6th when he grounded out to the pitcher. 2 for 4 today with 2 runs scored. His 2 hits are extra base hits, a double and a home run. And 1 RBI. Fouls this one off, third base side out of play. Cloud hitting .290 on the year now, raised his average 9 points today. Fouls that one off. Trying to go the opposite way on a changeup. 0-2. Harden at third, Helton at second, LaChance at first. Highlanders trying to add a crooked number here in the bottom half of the 7th. Fouled into the screen behind home plate. Another 0-2 pitch, taken outside. Good discipline at the plate there. Ranger at Vernon. They're in the top of the 8th with Vernon on top 14-12. That's hit a ton toward the gap in right center field. It is at the bottom of the wall. 1 run is scored, 2 runs have scored, 3 runs we're going to score. It's a bases clearing double for Cage McLeod. Is that going to be the run rule? I believe it is. 8 runs after 7. So the Highlanders get 3 runs on 4 hits in the inning. There were no errors. We left 1 runner on base. So the Highlanders end up winning this one on a run rule after 7 by a score of 11-3. Get the final numbers for you here. Take me just a second to figure all this out. For the Northeast, they get 3 runs on 6 hits. They committed 1 error.